Hey folks, welcome back to the Trinity Episcopal Church YouTube Bible study. I'm the Reverend Jimmy Abbott, the priest here at historic Trinity Church on Galveston Island. Today we are looking at a portion of Matthew chapter 20 that we'll read on Sunday, September 24th. It's one of the parables of a vineyard that Jesus gives, and it ends with that memorable line, "The last shall be first, and the first shall be last." The story is that the owner of the vineyard goes out to the town square and hires laborers for the vineyard all throughout the day. Some in the morning, some at noon, and some at the very end of the day. And at the end of the day, they're all paid the same wage. This, understandably, makes the people who had worked from the beginning, from the morning, all throughout the day, and in the hot sun, upset. They feel that they deserve and have earned more than the laborers who just showed up at the very end of the day. And yet the owner says to them, "Are you envious because I am generous? Am I not free to do with what is my own?" This, I think, is such an important reminder for us about who God is and about who we are as God's people. See, I know that we can assume that we good church people should have a leg up, that we should receive more grace, that God surely must love us more because we are in the church laboring and giving. And yet, the grace is that God's generosity is the same for all people, for all who choose to work in God's vineyard, for all who show up. I think that's something that we in the church always need to remember and hold in the forefront of our minds, that we cannot be envious because God is generous. It also raises that question, is God fair? And when I think about it, I hope and pray that God is not fair. I would hope and pray that God does not judge me according to my sins, according to the things I have done or not done. Rather, I pray that God would not be fair and would shower me with that abundance, grace, generosity, and love that God would give to anyone. I'd love to hear what you have to think about this. Is God fair? Are we envious because God is generous? And is God free to do whatever God chooses to do? Would love to hear what you have to say about this really important parable in Matthew chapter 20.